everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video that I'm making like this. I had always been making a video with just my hands showing, or I was working. So this time I decided, okay, let's do a video like this because I wanted to talk to you guys about junk journaling. What is junk journaling and why do we do it? I've made some notes, so I'm just going to go through it as I make the video because I'm a little nervous, so I don't want to miss any points. So the different types of journals I'll share with you and how I got into junk journaling. It's not that, I just woke up one day and I saw people doing junk journaling and I just started. It's not like that. If I connect the dots, I had been collecting, gift wraps, wraps from sweets, and I had been making different books. Like I would take papers, I would staple them or hand sew them. I would collect tickets or boarding passes. I would collect old books and then I would work on it. I would write on it, but I was too young to realize what I was doing. And just recently, like 4 years ago, I figured out that whatever I'm doing comes under junk journaling or art journaling. So when I say art journaling, let me just quickly tell you about art journaling and tell you that how this can lead to proper art pieces. So when I started, I got this diary here. Okay, there are some dried leaves in it. I just started drawing in it, like simple drawings, and then writing whatever I had to do, pasting pictures, illustrations, things like that. And then I did a series of paintings like this, and I liked it, so I got it framed. So I'm just going to show you. I tore the pages and I framed all those pages. So this is one of my art journaling pages. Okay, so now they maybe qualify as miniature paintings. I'm sorry if there's dust on it because I had packed these in a box. I might take pictures of these and share with you individually so you can see the details. So what I've done here is there's collage, there is painting. I've used gouache, I've used acrylic, I've used watercolor. So I've tried different. I've done tea washes on this, and there's a story behind each page. I don't want to get into that because we'll get off the topic. But I quickly want to share with you all that I've done as art journaling. Okay, just a few more left. So even in junk journaling, if you think your pages look pretty, you can actually get them framed, and they can be nice artworks for your house. You can actually put them in your house. So all the journals that I'm going to share with you today, none of them are finished because I don't just do junk journaling. I also do painting. I do fashion illustrations. By degree, I'm a fashion designer and art is my passion. So I try different things. I like to try different mediums. So these were the paintings. So yeah. Then I'll tell you. Then I learned how to make glue binding, how to do glue binding. So I made this tiny book with little drawings and paintings and stuff like that. Okay, but before that, wait, I think I'm jumping around too much. Okay, here. So this is what I started with. This is an old book with all horror stories. I'm into horror stuff. And I don't normally read. I think too much. So even when I'm reading, I don't get what I'm reading. It's like, my mind is somewhere else and I'm just reading the words. So how I started this, I started drawing on the text, and then, you know, pasting pages. And even till, like, you know, this stage, I did not know what junk journaling or art journaling is. I was just doing all these different things, and I hadn't even seen people do this. So, but then, you know, later I got to see different things on Pinterest, on YouTube. And then I learned that, okay, whatever I'm doing, there's a name for it. So this was my first thick journal that I did. And then even whatever diaries I used, like this is not an old diary, but I turned it into a vintage looking diary. This is like a normal daily thing, but then I even pasted stuff on it. Like I have receipts in it, I have tickets in it, and I would just put envelopes, and I would put the things I like in it. Again, not knowing what exactly I was doing. And then, but first of all, before we get into my other journals, let me just quickly tell you about what is a journal. Okay, so a journal normally, a junk journal is normally a handmade paper that you use, that you make using scrap papers, special papers, music sheets, maps, postcards, and anything that makes you happy. Like, you know, anything you can connect with, or, you know, something you like connecting, stamps, greeting cards, whatever. And junk journals are normally used for memories. So again, you know, I was doing something like that, but in another way. I would take a lot of pictures, and then I would make a collage to make a video, and like I would keep everything close to me like that. I would organize my things, and I want my memories, my artwork, and everything to be close to me. And then I try to keep them organized instead of them being all over. So a junk journal is a good way of keeping things together. And the best part about junk journaling is there is no rule, there is no right or wrong, and it releases your stress as well. Like, you cannot go around and ask people, oh, how does my junk journal look, or how is this page? No, because there is no good or bad. It's what you feel like, and that gives you the freedom to do whatever in it. Like this junk journal of mine, I have changed the cover of this about, I think, 3 times, but I'm gonna do it for the 4th time. Although I love the cover now, I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to change this part because I think it's gonna rip very soon. It is quite thick. It has about 600 pages. I actually counted them, and it has many signatures. So what I did, I had made this. Now this is glue binding only. So I had made this first with like a few signatures, then I did not like the gaps in between, and I ended up adding more pages, more signatures in it. And when I say signature, what I mean by that. Now, if I tell you this one, this is one signature. Okay, so if I combine like many of these to make a thick book, I will come up with something like this. I will make videos on how to make your own journal, how to make these signatures. So in here, I haven't really used it because I just made this a few days back. It has like, you know, different pages with like scrapbook papers with my kids' drawings, old book page, pictures from the magazine, so different things. Okay, so when I'll work on it, I will make videos to share with you guys. Alright, okay. So about this then, I have different types of papers in it. Like I have these plain papers, like the computer papers. And then I even have tracing papers in it. I even write in it. Then I have some old dictionary pages. And then there are these blue pages that, wait, maths pages, different things. And I don't think I can ever finish this journal because, you know, the more I work on it, the more I add in it, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think I don't want to put too much load on it. I want to keep it. And then in the end, I have a little book here on which I write, like, you know, recipes, the things my kids like, and I want to save it. And then here I have some charms. Okay, these also work as bookmarks, so you can always change the position of it. All right. All right. Okay. Now there's this junk journal I made. I haven't really used it, so I wouldn't call it a junk journal. It's just a journal for now. This is felt. It was very easy to make this. I got these thin, you know, handmade paper books from a shop. So, and I had felt at home. So what I did, I stitched all these in here. So now each one has become a signature. So now all I have to do is just start filling it. And this gap will help me avoid this, what's happening here. I might cut this part off and create the backbone again, because I think it's going to break very soon. Okay, so this is another type. If you guys are interested, I can share with you how to do, you know, something like this. All right, so this is something that I only use. I'm not going to open it because this is something that I use only and only for my writing. I don't paste pictures on it or anything. This is like very personal. I don't ever want to share even on Facebook or Instagram or Facebook anywhere, or like, you know, with anyone. So this stays like this. Whatever I do in it is only gonna be for me, and I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so here now I have this book. This is actually my painting / sketching book. And because I had been doing journaling a lot recently, I even converted this into a little journaling book, like junk journaling. So here, if you see, like, you know, I like this picture, so I just added it. I would draw on it only. Like in the beginning, if you see, I have like art notes, I have drawings. These are just kiddish drawings I did. Like, you know, when sometimes you don't feel like drawing in detail, or, you know, you don't want to create any masterpieces or anything. You just want to draw like a child, you know, without being judged, or, you know, just for yourself. So then, you know, I end up doing things like that. So I'm not going to go through it in detail. I just want to show you again a picture that I like. So in between, like, in between these drawings and all, I started doing junk journaling, and okay, so there. So I just started. I feel this page is still incomplete. I still have to work on it. This is still complete. And what I've noticed that, you know, this size, it just gets a little out of control. You feel that at the end of the process, you feel that, you know, it looks like a glue page more than a junk journal page. Now, what is a glue page? Now, that's also a separate topic. We'll cover that too. That's like, you know, just saving all your pictures. You're just putting them on one page, so you can later use that page. Maybe you can cut it and use it as, you know, a piece, or you can just save your pictures, whatever you like, to make pockets, or maybe cover for your journals. So yeah, again, some drawings and then journaling. So yeah, I would recommend that, you know, you use a moderate size, not a big size like this. And it's also not that much fun to use such a big page for journaling. Now, I don't know if there are any standards that you have to follow when you're making a junk journal, that what size it should be. All I know is traveling journal has a specific size, because, you know, you get this cover, this even if you go to a market, you buy a traveling journal, your journal should fit into that. It's like longer and thinner. So yeah, now I want to share something with you, like how you can make more like your junk journal. Now I have this old book here. I can, if I want, I can even convert this into a junk journal. And then I have this vintage book. Now this looks more vintage, and I love this. And you can see all this effect I've done with tea and coffee and paint. And then I put it in the sun for drying. Then I added these, pages to make it look even older. I hope you guys can hear me clearly because I don't have a mic. I never planned on making a video like this. It's just that, with this video, I felt it's a requirement that I sit and talk to you and, I show you the things. Okay, now, what else do I want to discuss with you? Okay. So for your junk journaling, if you feel like trying this, just try on anything. It could be a composition book, it could be an old diary that you had been using and you don't want to throw away. You can, because you're going to be doing collage on it, and there are so many things you can do with it. You can use old envelopes, pockets and things like that. And how to do it I will teach you in my other videos. But just to start with, start collecting magazines, old books, maybe if you have letters from your friends or cards, photos, some fabrics, laces. If you want to go towards the memory side, if you have some laces from your grandparents, grandmother's clothes, or your wedding dress, or something like that has a strong memory, keep that. And for your kids' things, their photos, they maybe they're like maybe the first piece of cloth you bought for them, and you have the invoice for them. Or you can even create with the kids, let me give you an idea, you can even create a junk journal only for your child. Like you can have different junk journals, like let's say one you have let's say 2 kids, one is for one kid and the other one is for the other kid. So like that, you are putting whatever their memories are in their journals, no matter what it is. Their pictures, the first word they said, when they said. It's like scrapbooking basically. But scrapbooking is more about pretty pages and all. Journaling is not just about pretty pages. It's just about your satisfaction. And believe me, when you do these pages, you actually feel so relaxed. It's like, you've taken out whatever was inside and you feel good. And because this is something which is your type, your thing, nobody's judging you, and you're doing it for yourself, it is so relaxing and satisfying. And then okay, now let's say if there are pages you don't like, what do you do with that? If you don't like certain pages, don't be disappointed. You can always reuse them. Maybe there are certain parts you like about it. You can always glue some more pictures on it. And my throat is drying now. Okay, so you can either put more pictures on it, or what you can do is just tear the page off and tear it into pieces. And whatever new page you're making, what you can do is you can always paste those pieces there, and it'll be very interesting, because imagine that one piece will have bits and pieces of different pictures, so it'll be very interesting. And anything else that I want to share with you, I think for this video I'm done, and it wasn't that bad. I felt it's gonna be I will have to do it again and again, but I've done the whole video in one take. Can you imagine? Okay, let's see how it goes. And I'm not even sure whether I'm gonna post this video or no. So I have to see first, and I have to see how everything looks. Does it look professional, or is it informative? Was I guiding you well? So I have to see all these things. All right, thank you.